We'll be on in a minute, less than a minute. Good evening, everyone. What a cold, wintry day in Maryland.
Mm.
Not just wintry, but windy. I'm Dr. Toyin Opesami, a family practitioner who also treats HIV and substance use disorder in Maryland. And yes, as I just said, it's been cold and windy. But we praise God for the weather. We here thank God for virtual meeting that we can still meet to learn about preventing all sorts of evils when it comes to health in our bodies. Today, we have the honor of having our very own family member here on Medical Mondays, pharmacist Mrs. Bunmi Daramaja. She's going to be talking to us about the hidden link between glutathione and diseases and from another dimension that we probably didn't look at before. Without much ado, I'm going to yield the floor to her so that we can get it moving. Welcome.
Good evening. Thank you, Dr. O. Good evening, everybody. It's a blessing actually to be here today. And I want to thank you, Dr. O, for inviting me here. Um, I'm grateful that we met. And, God doesn't come down to send you angels, but then they send angels through someone. And I really appreciate it. So the reason that I'm interested about glutathione has to do with the issue that I had, and I'm going to talk before I start, so that people can realize the reason why I'm talking about glutathione. I had liver disease, hepatitis B, for over 3 decades. I lost my brother and lost my dad through liver cancer. And my world kind of trembled. I thought I was next, that I will be next. And so when I decided after a while that I was going to make some changes, I had an accident that affected my brain, ended up with traumatic brain injuries, where I found myself not able to walk, see, uh, move, not able to tie my shoes. And I thought my life was over then. But, I had, different, I had help in the traditional space that was helping me until that improvement stopped. And I was told that I would have to manage, you know, my situation, and still wasn't able to walk, see, and do any of my normal activities until someone introduced me to a technology that changed my life. And while I was, doing this search and learning more, I learned about glutathione. I've heard of glutathione, but it's something you hear in a passing. But if you are not really embedded in that kind of world, you really wouldn't know what it does. All I knew then was, or the injection is what people use to bleach their skin. So it wasn't until I started learning, more, because I started getting improvement and success in my health, that I started now learning more and figuring it out more what this does and how it's impacting, our health. So what is glutathione? Glutathione is a tripeptide that is made of glutamate, cysteine, and glycine, and synthesized in the liver. It's plays a crucial role in our antioxidant defense and cellular detoxification. So it exists in two forms, the reduced glutathione, which is the active, and the oxidized, which is the used up glutathione. And it neutralizes the free radicals and regenerates itself through the glutathione reductase. And that is what's contributing to the overall cellular health and detoxification of the body. So glutathione plays a vital role in detoxification and cellular protection, and it supports a mitochondria function, which is a energy powerhouse, and also boosts immunity, aids cellular repair, and helps in holistic health and well-being. So there are some things that will cause a depletion of our glutathione, and those are aging, chronic stress, environmental toxins, poor nutrition, medications like Tylenol, exposure to mold, and all this will impact our health and our cellular function. So when I was doing writing an article, I found a lot of this information from the NIH database. And I had on this chart here on the right side, the conditions associated with low glutathione. And we noticed that, there are numerous chronic diseases like neurodegenerative disorders, cancer, and, they are highlighting the awareness for innovative solutions to restore the essential antioxidants that we need for optimal health. Glutathione is found in every cell in the body and works as a detoxifier, an antioxidant, cellular repair. And you can think of it as your built-in cleaning crew. And when it's constantly neutralizing the reactive oxygen species in the body, free radicals and toxins that otherwise will damage your DNA, protein, or cell membrane. Now, the active one, maintains the redox balance in the body, meaning the production of the oxidative stress matching by the oxidative defenses. The depleted one is what, when you have oxidative stress, it overwhelms the system and now causes a chain reaction that's affecting every organ that we have. There's a chart here that shows, what it leads to, when you have depletion of the disease. And I'll go into that later. But what happens is you start having a biological domino effect that will be happening. So how can you connect the depletion of glutathione with specific disease categories? And all this information, were gathered from, the NIH studies and in PubMed. And for the neuro and psych disorders, the brain is highly vulnerable to oxidative stress due to high oxygen use and fat content. When you have low glutathione, you have poor clearance of the reactive oxygen species, which can lead to neuron damage. And we see that in Alzheimer's patients, Parkinson's, schizophrenia, and all these other neuro issues. Cardiovascular disease, the heart and vessels, they depend on nitrogen oxide balance. And when glutathione is maintained, you have the endothelial function, and it prevents the oxidized LDL, which drives the plaque inflammation. So low glutathione can lead to inflammation, atherosclerosis, hypertension, heart attack, angina. And when you talk about the lungs, and they are constantly exposed to oxygen and pollutants, And glutathione in the lung lining, the fluid neutralizes inhaled toxins. And the depletion of that can lead to inflammation and tissue fibrosis, where you start seeing people with asthma, pulmonary fibrosis, or COPD. Now, when we talk about the infections and the immune-related disease, and that this part really got my attention because of my liver health. And, you see that viruses and bacteria create oxidative stress to invade, cells. And the adequate glutathione will enhance, immune surveillance, the antiviral defense, and the macrophage activity. And when you have the deficiency, you have the high viral load and you have immune exhaustion. And that we see in patients with hepatitis or HIV and all those infections in the body. Now, with regards to oncology, we have when you have persistent oxidative stress, and they damage your DNA, they can damage your DNA and suppress the tumor suppressor genes. And chronic inflammation can create pro-cancer microenvironment. So when you have low glutathione, they are making cells, that are unable to repair the damage efficiently and increasing cancer susceptibility. When we talk about rheumatology or autoimmune disorder, glutathione maintains immune tolerance. And low levels can shift immune cells towards autoreactivity, attacking the self tissues. And that contributes to, things like lupus, rheumatoid arthritis, multiple sclerosis, or fibromyalgia. The skin cells, they rely on glutathione. They help to combat the ultraviolet situation that we have, the toxin-induced oxidative damage. And when you have depletions of that, you get premature wrinkles, you get pigment imbalance, you get inflammatory skin conditions like eczema, psoriasis, and the GHK, GSH, which is glutathione, is essential for melanin regulation and collagen synthesis. So you can see how these are related. So the common denominator here is, you have the oxidative stress, you have inflammation, and you have poor detox. And this can lead to cellular dysfunction. Now, mind you, low glutathione does not mean it does not cause every disease. The thing is, it creates the environment where these diseases can thrive. Cells can't repair the damage, immune system, they misfire, the energy production falters, toxins accumulate. And that's why the NIH researchers describe glutathione as being involved in virtually every major disease process. So when we support the body to rebuild or recycle its own glutathione, whether through nutrients or lifestyle changes or advanced non-transdermal technologies, you are addressing the root mechanism of that imbalance rather than working on just the symptoms. So this is just a chart that's showing that, okay, some low glutathione can lead to oxidative stress, inflammation, damaging of the cells, and also disease development. Now, what is the role of the liver when it comes to glutathione? The liver is the crucial place where glutathione synthesis and storage happens. They are the body's primary detox hub, and they ensure optimal levels of the essential antioxidant that we need for overall health and well-being. There are different delivery methods for glutathione. They come in oral supplements, and it's an easier way, to get glutathione. The problem is because glutathione has a short half-life. Before it gets to the targeted area, it's already gone in the body. So you need regular intake and combined with the support of nutrients, to be able to enhance the absorption significantly. The IV glutathione goes straight to the bloodstream. It is immediate. It has a high absorption rate. But the issue with the IV is that, not because of the extremely short half-life, you have to continue going back for office visits and getting more shots. And it's very expensive. So this method really, unless you are in kind of like an emergency mode, then people, go for that. Now, the third method is a patch technology, which is an innovative patch technology that offers a non-invasive delivery method for glutathione, and it utilizes light signals. These patches will stimulate the body to produce glutathione naturally, and it enhances wellness without the use of injection or anything. And if you look at this chart here, shows the pros and cons of these different methods. The oral glutathione, they're easy, poor absorption, they are short, and they're not consistent. The IV will, direct to the bloodstream, very invasive, they are very costly, and it has a short half-life. So you have to make a constant visit, to the doctor's office. And then you have the non-transdermal patch, which from clinical studies have shown that you get a sustained increase of up to 300% within 24 hours of glutathione. It's basically helping your own glutathione stimulating and do its job. So I want to spend a little bit, more time on this transdermal, because it played a big role in helping me. And, it's a technology that uses phototherapy and by way of light frequencies that interacts the skin and trigger a biological response. It's completely drug-free, no chemicals, and non-transdermal. And it works by sending specific wavelengths that activate peptides and amino acids, and it will prompt your body to increase its own glutathione synthesis. It works more like a photobiomodulation process, just like vitamin D with sunlight. Instead of the sunlight here, it's our own infrared light in the body that it uses to send that signal to increase the level of glutathione. And like I mentioned, clinical research showed that up to 300% increase in the blood with glutathione within 24 hours. You see, they have seen improvement in oxidative stress markers, and also enhanced detox and immune response. I will come back to that in a minute. Now, there are natural glutathione restoration, and that it has to do with nutrition and incorporating NAC and glycine and adopting healthier lifestyle, like I mentioned before, that will support your body's innate ability to heal. And there are different kind of food that you can actually take or eat that will help give you the glutathione that you need. The problem with just the food is because, one, you have to really have real food. Our food has been contaminated with toxins, GMO, and things like that. They have like organic, and you also have to make sure it is really organic. So when we are eating all this food, that will produce glutathione, like the sulfur-rich food, like your broccoli, Brussels sprouts, kale, all those will help, give you the cysteine production that will ultimately and help the glutathione synthesis. You have food like fish, poultry. If you're on a plant-based diet, we're looking at lentils, quinoa, tofu. They all help, to produce glutathione levels. Vitamin C plays a big role also in that, and like oranges, papaya, bell pepper, leafy greens. Selenium is another one that we found in Brazilian nuts, tuna sandwich, sunflower seeds, mushroom. Zinc in pumpkin seeds, lentils, cashew, seafood. All these support our immune and antioxidant enzymes that's linked to the glutathione pathway for its processes. And vitamin E, found in almonds, sunflower seeds, avocado, spinach. They are all helping in giving your body glutathione. Vitamin B6, B9, B12, all this you found in leafy greens, legumes, whole grains, eggs, nutritional yeast. They all are in the supporting of the elevation of glutathione in the body. We have things like green tea, berries, apple, hydration, and electrolyte balance in the body also will support the liver detox and glutathione recycling. And when even water, adding lemon, vitamin C. And when you have water and you put just a pinch of Himalayan salt or natural sea salt, which will help the electrolyte balance. That plays a big role. Now there are foods that will drain your glutathione. Those are processed food, refined sugar, alcohol, fried food, high trans fat foods, excessive caffeine, even overuse of Tylenol or NSAIDs like Advil and all those. They can, help drain your glutathione in the body. Now, the benefits of glutathione, like I mentioned that, its role in promoting energy, focus, and immunity is very crucial in maintaining a vibrant life. Some call glutathione like the non-transdermal, they call it YH. YH because when you have enough glutathione in your body, it's helping your whole being. All your cells are playing a big role. When it comes to like aging, you're taking yourself back to your younger state. So you are getting more glutathione that are playing a bigger role, playing all these roles. And when it comes to like all these different health conditions, you are preventing a lot of them from happening. We need to do whatever we can, play our part, in preventing all these other diseases in the body. So when we understand its role in health, we can unlock the body's natural intelligence and take proactive steps and choose wellness instead of, to thrive and enhance our quality of life. So I want to talk a little bit about the the non-transdermal patch, because this was something I have never, had before until I had the accident. And I thought, how could something that simple, you know, help me? But when I understood how it worked in the body, then I was like, interesting. So I mentioned that I had liver issues. That played a big role in my wellness. When you put the patch on and it sticks to your body, and your body heat reflects, you know, on the patch, it sends that signals back into the body and tells your glutathione in your body to start raising. Because we have all this, because we are aging or because we have health issues, the glutathione that we have that is depleting, it's not that they are completely gone. A lot of them are dormant in the body, and you need something that will reactivate it, and you need something that will make you make more in your body. And that's what that technology does. So it's reactivating and it's making you make more. So that can work for your body. And when I started using that, my immune system, and I'll give you an example. I worked with my doctor, amazing healthcare, amazing gastroenterologist. And, there are different, things we were doing, and to see, how that, will help me. That was before I knew about this product. And I made a drastic life change because nothing else can help you really if you do not make a lifestyle change. You need to change your habits. If that is not happening, it is tough for you to see, improvement in a lot of things. Most things will be quick fix. So when I stayed with this, I stayed the course. I got better, and that was when I realized that wait a minute, this has played a huge role in my health. And I had to learn more about how is this helping the body. But so when I understand, okay, if I'm taking these pills and before it's doing its job, it's already gone in my body, then what is the use of me taking more and more pills? And I had to be careful too to ingest all these things because of the liver issue that I had. And the injection is extremely expensive. There was a lady that I was working that was referred to me. She had problem with mold. And with the mold, you have a lot of depletion in your glutathione levels. And what happened, she had to be going to see the doctor every couple of months to get the shots. And she was getting extremely tired of going. She was actually flying to the doctor and got extremely tired of that. And also very expensive. She said she was actually every month she was coughing out 5 grand every month. So she got tired of that and she wanted to know how could this help her. So we started working together, and she realizes that this can actually help her, and that's what she's been doing. So gradually, she started using this and started phasing that out. So there are other people, like there was another lady that had skin problems. They don't realize that, when you start having a lot of issues, sometimes you might want to check your liver and see what's going on. And when she had, there's a skin issue that she had for many years. And when she told me about this, I forgot the name of the skin problem. But the thing is, she will have huge, huge boils on her, under her armpit, under her breast area, to the point that she could not, when that flares up, she could not even walk. It become very painful and things like that. So when we started talking, I kind of realized that, wait a minute, what she probably needs is something that will help the immune system, you know, to boost that and help that work better. So we started working and implemented this phototherapy patches, and within a short period of time, she actually sent me the pictures, which I can't show because of confidential reasons. She showed me it's just remarkable to see the transition from that problem to where everything disappeared in a matter of a couple of weeks. And all we did was this. So basically what I'm trying to say is, when we are looking at how can we help the body, it's not just one thing, it's an overall combination of things. And glutathione plays a big role in just about everything in our lives, in our health, plays a huge role. And I can vouch for that because I am one in Dr. O is smiling. Something that they told me that because I cannot lay claims on things, but all I can say is, when you have a problem like what I had, hepatitis B, when you have over 300 million people worldwide with chronic hepatitis B, and less than 10% actually find resolve, and you happen to be one of those, God has given you another chance at life. And I owe everything to God for letting me, find what I found, for leading me to things like this. And, here I am sharing this information. So I have to say that, this presentation is for educational purposes only, and it's not a substitute for medical advice, diagnosis, or treatment. It's a concept and findings that were drawn from, scientific literature like NIH and PubMed. And individuals are really, they're supposed to work with their healthcare provider before they start any medical or health regimen. So I will stop there. And if there's any questions, I'll be glad to answer those questions.
Thank you so much. That was educational. And, to further the disclaimer, that on Medical Mondays with Dr. O, we do not establish doctor-patient relationship or patient-doctor relationship. It's a educational forum where we try to talk about and teach prevention so that we can prevent disease entities and, just to get each other educated. So thank you for this presentation on glutathione. Now, you mentioned some things. And by the way, if you have questions, raise your hands or you can put it in the chat box and I'll assist in, taking care of the ones in the chat box. You mentioned that you had hepatitis B.
Yes.
And well, I know, so I'm not going to lie, but your dad did too, your brother did, like you said, and they actually both died from complications, or let me say the progression is what
Yeah.
it is of chronic hepatitis B.
Yeah.
Because, people with chronic hepatitis B can have, they can then develop cirrhosis, which is the shriveling of the liver, and some will progress to cancer. And when somebody has liver cancer, in medicine, we don't give them long to live. So that makes sense. But today, you talked about glutathione. You talked about an accident, and I'm like, okay, now what does glutathione have to do with that hepatitis B? And what about the accident? What does that have to do with glutathione?
So when you have damages, when you have low glutathione in the body, even when you have uh, trauma, that can also lead to you having been able to make glutathione because you can have damages to your DNA synthesis, protein synthesis. The reason I mentioned that of the accident was mainly because it was through that accident that I found this product that helped me. And I now started searching further. And I started realizing how much, glutathione is very powerful when it comes to, all our cellular repair. Now, with regards to hepatitis B or hepatitis or viral infection, we know that it's a detoxifying agent in the body. You need your immunity to be strong. If the liver is affected, even though you have hepatitis B or you have hepatitis or viral infection, in the liver, because you have that does not mean the liver is damaged. However, there's something happening in the liver. There's inflammation there. When you're having glutathione that is low, it cannot, fight all that inflammation. It cannot boost your immunity because of that. So when you now are able to supply yourself or activate yourself or boost your glutathione level, you are building up immunity and making your liver stronger and and lowering your inflammation. Your DNA that is being affected now is getting stronger. You're getting more repair in your liver, and your liver starts to regenerate. So sometimes you have to add, that with other things. So it's like I mentioned, it's not just working on your glutathione, but it's an overall combination, of things that you have to do to support your health. So if you're like someone like me or anyone who has just hepatitis, for instance, and you're just relying just solely on glutathione, well, you probably will not see that much of a difference. But you have to do an overall, a whole being strategy, for that. Nutrition plays a big role. And what you eat, like those food that I mentioned, they also will help increase your glutathione level, also to boost your immunity. Because I remembered, after, the first results that we saw, and we were waiting for other markers like my antibody level, but nothing changed. It was during that time that, I found this product, and when I continue using this product, because with the accident, what happened was when I was introduced to, because of the accident, I found myself not able to walk, and within a week and a half, I was walking. This is someone that was told, go, you need to just manage the rest. While I still wasn't able to walk, when I still wasn't able to see, And then I'm finding myself a week and a half, I'm walking, I'm seeing, and that got my attention. And during that period of time was when I said, and I was, asking questions, can this help the liver? And I started finding out more about it, and I continued using it. 6 months after, my antibody level shot up to 219.
Wow.
And that was when my doctor told me that, honestly, Bunmi, there's really nothing else other than go and live your life.
Yeah.
And just to make sure, because I mean, when you have something like that for over 3 decades, it's like, is this for real, or or am I dreaming? I had to say, no, I need to do another test. 6 months after, my reading went up 464. And that was when I was told that my body was so immune, even more immune than someone who got hepatitis B vaccine. And here I am today, living my life and all really paying it forward.
So basically, for people who may not quite understand it, the hepatitis B was cured. You're cured, and developing antibodies means that you now have protection, that you are no more a chronic carrier of hepatitis B, and you are now protected. Because when people get vaccinations, which we encourage that you get your 3 sets of hepatitis B vaccine, what we
Yeah.
looking towards is you developing antibodies against hepatitis B from the vaccine. And that's what you were able to, you were able to reverse the chronic hepatitis B and have antibodies. Thank
Yes.
you. Thank you. Madam VP, that's our Madam VP or Madam CEO from California, our mama at NAPAC. Kindly unmute. Welcome.
Commissioner,
Oh,
okay, okay, Pastor.
you can show your camera today. Fantastic.
I know I was playing hard to get earlier, but I can't show.
Welcome, welcome.
So, Dr. Bunmi, right?
Miss Bunmi.
You're a doctor to me. You got
No,
all this
Mrs.
information. So, don't worry. We crown you Doctor on Medical Monday. Thank you for sharing all this vulnerable information, particularly as regards to your own health and wellness journey. Now, the use of the what is the word, that big word again?
Glutathione.
Yeah,
Glutathione.
glutathione. Feels like being between the rock and a hard place for me because you explain that even though you take the pill, it dissolves before it can target the area. So what is the point of taking the pill? And I think Dr. Ajagbe had already suggested this thing probably sometimes last year, some glutathione. So what would be effective? Because you're sharing critical information and it's connected to so many preventative methods. So that's number one. Number two, I feel like Tananol has a bad rap. Trump says Tananol does XYZ. You're saying Tananol causes this, but it's still on the shelf being sold. So what really is the deal?
Let me ask great questions, by the way. Let me answer the second one first. With regards to Tylenol, in my own opinion, I think just taking the normal dose, the regular Tylenol, should not really affect your health. It's when we're overdosing, taking too much of Tylenol, is when it becomes a problem.
What does too much mean? Define too much.
So when you talk about if you're taking more than 1,000 a day every
Okay.
single day.
Okay.
Then you want to find out, why am I taking that many every day?
Okay. All right. Got it.
Now, with your other question, rephrase that question again for me.
So you said the glutathione,
Oral.
there are about two options in terms of what we can do about it. The pills, but you said the pill dissolves in your body even before it gets to whatever we're trying to target. But the shot is a better option because it dissolves in your blood. However, that's cost prohibitive. So
So wonderful. So there are actually three options.
okay.
So the first one being the oral, because of that short half-life, you have to you have to continue taking a lot for you to even get some into your body.
What does a lot mean?
Um, you might have to take like a handful of
What?
it. Yeah. I mean, because the half-life is so short. Even when you're going to when you are going for your blood work, right? They have a time frame of when they can actually get that blood processed before it gets broken down. That
Okay.
is the short half-life it has. The injection, of course, it's expensive. So the other alternative that people have is
The
the
patch.
patch.
The patch.
And I can explain more of that if you're really interested. We can meet one-on-one and talk more about the patch, because I really don't want to, I'm not here to
Promote. Uh-huh.
promote a product.
Okay.
And what I do normally is when I meet someone, they tell me what issues they're looking to work with,
Uh-huh.
and how can this, play a role, on that. And then I share that information. These are the steps you can make.
No,
But
you can share freely share it here. I mean, I don't have a specific, no, I don't have a specific, but
yeah,
this is very important because you explained how it affects the liver and how it can boost this. And so it's for
yes.
general information. Now, Dr. O, you have an assignment. You have to find
Yes, ma'am.
you have to find liquid glut
Glutathione.
yes.
And
Won't you prefer the patch though, that you don't have to, take, let it, you don't
let
have
me
to.
let me let me show you something. Can you see my wrist?
Yeah.
Yes.
That is the patch.
Okay. How long do
Okay.
you wear it
And
for?
you wear it for 12 hours,
Oh, okay.
and you and discard it.
And then
And
when is the
and you
next time you're wearing?
it depends. So if, let's say, you have severe health problem that need
Yeah.
to be worked on,
Mm-hmm.
then you want to start using that every day
Oh,
for a while. But if you are someone who's just, you don't have any issue, but you would like to boost your immune system,
the liver stuff.
all you need is maybe once every 3 days
Okay.
or once a week.
Okay. Must you put it on your wrist or can you put it on your stomach somewhere else?
You can put it anywhere. You can actually put it anywhere in the body.
Okay.
So depending on what you're trying to work on, like Chinese medicine, because you put this on, really, they work a lot better on your acupuncture points.
Oh,
You get that signals quicker, but then you can put it anywhere in the body. So
okay.
people don't realize also that, you know, according to Chinese medicine, our nervous system or our energy pathway, they're all linked to our organs in the body. So you can have the liver here where it is, but then your foot, the top of your foot, also links to your liver.
Mm,
So you can put this patch anywhere, and what we do is, we guide them. This is where you want to place it based on what they are looking for.
I see. So where do you get this patch?
So the patch, you will have to get from a distributor,
Okay. All right.
and I happen to be one of those.
Oh, okay.
It's implemented in my practice. So if you
Okay.
have, yeah, if you have any questions, we can talk about that.
No, don't
I
worry.
can
Dr.
share my
O is
information and
connected.
things. And Dr. O
Absolutely.
knows my Dr. O knows my information. So
Thank you very much.
thank you.
Uh, so is there any, because you mentioned a lot of food also, is there any Nigerian food that has this gluten stuff in it? Where's Papa
But
Oye?
but you know that, I mean, Nigerian food, we eat a lot of good food. It's how we sometimes it's how we make them. That, it's how we make them. I mean, spinach. We eat spinach. We eat all these leafy greens.
Mhm.
You get glutathione from them. But
Okay,
then how you make them, it's not affecting how much of the glutathione you're getting,
I see.
if any at all.
Okay. But which of the food has glutathione? Anything green?
You
Niger
have
food.
leafy greens, Niger food, really. Niger food, you can eat Niger food.
Yeah,
You can eat Niger food if you're like, I'll give you an example like spinach now, right? If you eat spinach, we are adding all this, you're cooking it to I mean, we love to cook it until it starts to shriv, shiv. So really, you've broken up off a lot of the nutrients that is there.
but then again, Nigerians say we drink the soup. It doesn't go to waste, even though all the nutrient came out.
Well, the molecule, some of the molecules are damaged.
I see.
And then the other thing is, when I was talking about the food the other time, I mentioned that a lot of the food that we are consuming, they have been compromised.
I see.
So we go to the store, we are saying, boy, I'm eating healthy. I'm going to the store to buy apple. I'm going to buy leafy greens. But they all have been sprayed with chemicals. They all, and to be honest with you, they talk about organic. Are they all organic?
Yeah, some of those are overrated, but you
So
can.
that's the thing. So that's why no matter how much of those food you are consuming, you need something, like this, for instance, something like this that will complement that.
Yeah, got it.
That
I
will
got it. Thank you. I mean, your
yeah.
face is glowing, so some gluta something is working. Thank you,
Well,
doctor.
they call it anti-aging.
Anti-aging. We need that. Commissioner,
I
we
act
need
I actually talked to
Thank you.
her GI doctor before I got our medical Mondays.
good job.
Uh,
Research. You want to confirm the
even though
facts?
she's sitting there, I'm not going to put the whole business out there. But I talked to our GI doctor because he happens to be somebody I know, and she gave me permission to dig deeper, and I did before bringing her here. She's part of Medical Mondays family, and she knows that we're only going to bring things that are authentic.
That can be verified. Good job. Thank you.
Thank
So
you.
thank you so much, Madam VP, because you shed light into lots of things. There's a question here that Madam VP actually has asked, and you've answered about what strength of glutathione and all of that. And, it has to do with taking it orally. You have answered that. Dr. Izugo, kindly unmute and welcome again.
Yeah, give me just a second, sorry.
Okay.
I just read this. Okay. Thank you so much for that wonderful
Doctor, I'm
presentation.
sorry. Dr. Ezebu is breaking the rule. He's still at work. He's
Yes,
break.
so and it's so cold and so windy here. It's still at work. Yes.
You know how that goes, yeah. Anyway, thanks for that presentation and also for all the disclaimers and really again underscoring, working with your doctor and also the role of other modalities when you're trying to look at glutathione and health issues. If you don't mind taking some moment discussing things like how to measure the level or where you can even get the level, like just genetic predisposition and people like when you have already mentioned about your family and all that, explain, could it be a genetic situation or could somebody have checked the level or is there any other genetic diseases that could predispose families to that? And, also if the role of, you haven't mentioned exercise and what you've been doing as well, plus the natural food and all that, bring all those things together because all those are really needed for the integrity of the cell and function as you have been indicating. Thank you very much.
Yes, thank you. Those are great questions. First, with regards to exercise, yes, exercise plays a big role in the overall picture, of our well-being. Without exercise and just eating, I think we are not complete in everything we're doing. And you don't have to go to the gym. I do exercise. I go on a walk, even though I go to the gym. But just a minor, just going on a walk. After you eat, take a walk and burn down some of those calories. That plays a big role. Now, when we talk about the genetic issues, I believe, in my own opinion, I'm not a medical doctor, but I believe that with the way that glutathione works, and when it comes to our natural being, even genetic issue, because we hear about it runs in my family. There have been studies where people have seen that there are some, genetic issues that you are able to fight that off naturally. Also, working with your doctor in the traditional space, but you are able to fight that, work on that with the natural and wellness modalities, and you can break that chain of being a genetic issue. I mean, we're talking of hepatitis. I mean, let's go back to that. This is a virus that is inside a cell, and they haven't found anything yet that will actually get straight into there. But then, how was I able to get to this stage? Because of that. So we have to start looking beyond what the medical part can actually do, and be open to see how about something natural. I mean, if we have to look at it, when we were all many years ago, we really there weren't much of all these diseases out there until pollution and all these other things started. Why can't we go back to that? You have like more. Now I'll give you an example. Part of the nutrition that I actually partake in is plant-based diet. I don't eat any animal products. Plant-based diet is what I do. And I believe, not that I'm pushing anybody into plant-based diet, but I believe that they play a significant role in how you can actually turn your health around. I think there were 3 questions you asked me, Doctor.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I had asked about, measuring the level of
The level of
glutathione,
glutathione is in
which
labs.
lab, where, because it's not like your typical routine lab, so in case people need to look at it. And the genetic question has to do with glutathione itself, because some people can run low glutathione levels. And, but anyway, go ahead, sorry.
Yeah, so if those who actually were born with low glutathione, if you have something like, for instance, yes, of course they need supplements to for the to boost that level. But if you have something also like the patch and also the food, combination of all that, you are able actually to raise that level. With regards to how do you measure it? If I'm not mistaken, I think
You can measure it in labs.
LabCorp
Yes, lab.
can measure that now. Because before you weren't able to, but I believe LabCorp can do that now.
I believe Quest also. Labs
Quest.
can do it. Yeah. So
Is
because
this
it's
your,
important to monitor
yeah,
the level,
yes,
it's probably important to even get baseline. I
yes,
mean,
Yes.
yeah.
I'm
Yes.
sorry. We
Mhm.
allopaths, we big on labs and knowing for
Yes.
sure. I want to know what I'm
Data,
replacing, what
Yes.
I'm
data.
replacing, you know?
Of course. Of course.
Yes.
Of course, yes.
So the labs will measure it. Yeah. Thank you.
Yes.
So,
Hello,
Ominoy,
Dr.
you have your
O.
hand raised. Yes, sir. Yes,
Good
sir.
evening.
Welcome, sir. That's my papa,
Thank
my
you very much
God
for.
papa from Nigeria. What is
Ah,
it's in the US right now. He's in the US.
okay.
Yeah,
I'm
papa,
Welcome,
sorry.
sir.
welcome, sir. It's
I'm
my
sorry.
uncle.
I'm sorry. I'm late in joining the group. I just apologize. I apologize.
You're good, sir. You're good, sir.
I want to testify to the effect of glutathione.
Oh,
Not as is presented, but I don't want to advertise it for anybody. I don't want to advertise anybody's product, but I've used it quite often when I was in Nigeria for different conditions. I sold it. I was a regular agent for the product, and I used it very much. I recommended it very much, and it was valued. People do ask, what is the secret of my activity, strength? I'm very active, and I'm still active, though I don't use the product now because it's too expensive to buy here. But back home, maybe it was supplemented somehow. We used to buy it at cheaper price, but here it's expensive, and that's why I have not used it here. So I recommend it that people should use a glutathione, anything that contains glutathione, though is the product I use is to stimulate the production of a body, for the body to produce its own glutathione.
Right.
And it works for different ailments. It works. So when I saw the caption for today's meeting, glutathione, and I'm chanced, it's a pity I was late, but I can testify to the effect of glutathione that it is very effective, very effective.
so much,
I'm
sir.
going
Papa
to,
is, by the way, Papa, I hate to interrupt you, but Papa is over 90 and
Wow.
he's still very active, very healthy. I mean, sorry, sir. Go ahead, sir. Are
yeah,
you
by March next year, I should be 92.
Wow.
Since about 4 o'clock, I've been at table writing. I write some books, something that comes to as of interest to me. I Google, I search, and write. I'm still at table. It was writing that I forgot that it was 7 o'clock, and by 7:47, I then remembered I had to join this glutathione uh, presentation.
conversation, sir?
So
Thank you so much.
Yeah, Papa is an
Thank
avid
you.
book writer. He writes all the time and he publishes the books. And
Wonderful. Wonderful. Thank you, sir.
thank you so much,
Thank
sir.
you,
I didn't even know you know about glutathione. I'm
Thank
just learning, sir.
I don't want to mention the product, but you know them all. But the one particular one
Daddy,
is
you have
the
to
one.
tell us. Oh, no. You have to tell us everything.
Papa, tell us, sir.
Oh, yeah?
Everything.
Let's hear it.
The
Yes.
product you want me to advertise. I hope I won't be
No, you're
penalized.
not, because
No,
you're
you're
not
not
selling it.
advertising,
Let's
sir.
hear it.
Cellgevity.
Who?
Cellgevity.
Oh, I know it.
CEL
Eh.
CELGE gevity. Like
Gevi-
like
Mhm.
Longevity.
longevity. It's
Okay.
Yes.
cellgevity.
Okay.
It is very good, very, very good.
Wow.
I
And it's
can,
still in Nigeria, sir. It's still in Nigeria.
It's still available, but I don't think it's getting more expensive also in Nigeria now, if it's available. But here it is available.
It's very available in Nigeria, sir.
Thank you very much.
Okay. Oh, we need more information. Daddy, go on. Daddy, go on.
Well, I can't say more than what it has done for me. It has done for me. It has done for other people. And
Okay, thank you. Thank you for letting us
Yeah.
know that.
I'll still find money to buy and continue to use it because it's very effective.
Wonderful. Wonderful.
Papa, you have us around you. You shouldn't even be saying that on camera. I mean, it makes us look bad.
No.
We'll fix that.
You have done so much. I eat so much. Everything is okay, but it's an additional. It's a supplement anyway, so it's additional
Expense.
expense. Yeah.
No, it's not. If it's something you've been using and has been good, we'll look into it, sir.
Yes.
It's very good, very good, very good. I stopped using noni. Noni also is very good, but Cellgevity, when I discovered it gave me very good results.
Noni.
Noni, yeah.
I have no idea what that is. I'll look it
Noni
up.
juice. Wasn't that popular at some time? Noni juice.
Noni
There are
juice.
many,
Yeah, it's also
brands.
available.
There are many
Also available in
noni.
Nigeria.
Noni, Tahitian noni is the one. Tahitian noni is the one. That's original. All the others are. I can't vouch for them.
Okay.
Tahitian noni.
Tahiti. From Tahiti. Okay.
From Tahiti, yeah.
Okay, somebody says, Papa, can you spell it with, she spelled it CELLGEVITY.
CY. Yeah.
And then there's
Cellgevity.
and they said, Sister Lola says, what exactly does it do?
CELL, cell.
Yes, I spelled it, sir. Sister Lola, is the same thing, the presentation that we had tonight, that glutathione is all over the body and is needed in the body. And, you know, with the glutathione patch, what we learned is that it actually activates your glutathione so that then it starts functioning and prevents, you know, oxidative stress, disease entities. Am I right? Did I listen well? So yeah, that's what it does, and that's what Papa is affirming that, you know, is true. I think I answered those ones. And Rafiu, thank you so much. It's in pharmacy in Nigeria, and we're blessed to have you tonight.
Is that the pharmacy in Surulere?
Yes, ma.
Okay.
Yes, ma. That we met at his store.
You look so much. It's like I've met you before, ma.
Yes.
Inside pharmacy.
Yes, I've come to your place
You are the
twice.
one.
Yes.
Yes, ma. It reminds me of Abiodun Abe.
Okay. How are you? So don't worry, I'll be visiting you. have all this whatever, everything you said is ready.
Yes,
Is
sir. Sergivity, we have noni, we have sergivity, we have glutathione.
okay.
Oh,
Very
okay,
good.
can I
Oh my
ask you
God.
where your pharmacy is in Nigeria?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
Yes,
X-Rite
sir.
Pharmacy, Akerele, Surulere.
Akerele,
Mm,
yeah.
Yes, sir. X-Rite Pharmacy.
Yeah.
extra,
Health
X-Rite,
right.
X-Rite.
health right.
health right.
Yeah.
Can I
Um,
get it? Can I get the spelling? Because I can ask someone to come and
I'll
buy
get it
one
to
for
you,
me.
sir.
Okay, ma.
Okay,
Dr. O
okay,
will get it, ma.
okay. Then you let me
I'll
know
get
what
it to
price.
you.
You let me know what price you sell Sergevity
Yes, sir. Sergivity is 142,000. I can remember vividly.
Oh,
for
By
what
120 capsules.
for what 120?
By 120 capsules, yes, sir. You know, it comes in 30 capsules. It also comes in 120. The
Yeah, I
big cup
know,
and the
I
small
know,
cup. Yes, sir.
I know.
It
Yeah.
has
Okay,
riboflavin and glutathione.
Daddy,
okay.
the pharmacy looks small in the front, but when you go in, oh my God, it's loaded.
yeah.
It is well stocked.
Akerele,
And
Akerele.
can you believe, of all places, Madam VP and I just met
Met.
right there at the front of the pharmacy
Ah,
in Nigeria. Yeah.
amazing.
Yes.
Amazing.
It was God
Yeah.
ordained.
It was
Daddy,
God
thank you
ordained.
for saying this. Now we have the
Yeah,
the
amazing.
pharmacist who's gonna hook me up.
Mommy, that's my mom, oh, Dr. O. That's my mom, oh.
Oh, you give me his name and his number and address.
Will do, sir. I'll
Dr.
send
O.
that to you, sir. No, I'll send you Rafi's information straight. He'll take care of you, sir.
So we're sharing
It's
that
your
one again,
grandbaby.
Dr.
It's
O.
your
We're
grandson.
sharing Rafiu. We're sharing him.
Yes, so you want to start now? Eh? You want to
Lafiu.
start? Eh?
We're sharing him.
So, so there's a question, does it help cancer? In the presentation, yeah, it mentioned, I'm going to yield to our pharmacist, Bunmi Daramaja, to answer that question.
Saying it helps cancer, meaning I am saying that it's curing, and I don't want to make that statement. However, if you are on cancer treatment, I would not suggest you use it until after, because with going through that treatment, your immune system is affected. So you using that, really, it's not going to make that much of a difference when you have something that powerful that you're still doing with your body. However, when you stop the treatment, then you can get on it to help you boost your immunity back. That would be my suggestion. I cannot make that statement as, can it stop cancer? I cannot make that statement.
That is fair. Thank you so much. I still have some hand raised, and I'm feeling really, really bad because somebody raised their hand and I'm looking for them something more.
That's me. It's Dr. Khadija. I
Thank
had to
you. So you
rename.
changed
I
it.
kind of figured that you might not know it was me.
Okay, good, good. Please, you have the floor.
Hey,
And
good
thank you for
evening,
your
ma'am.
patience.
Oh,
Thank you
sure,
for your
absolutely. I just
Papa
learned
started
from
talking,
Papa.
and I had to
I get
quickly
it.
yield the floor to him.
I get it.
So
Thank you so much, Papa. And all protocols I duly observe here.
thank you.
I'm going to report myself just like Papa. I was at work and then I didn't get on in good time. So I apologize prior to my question if it was mentioned already what glutathione does with or for pain. I've had my run with glutathione in the past. I was getting it from NLG stores, and I had to keep taking, and then I couldn't tolerate the taste. So I quit on it, even though I know the benefits of it to the body.
What did it do for you that you benefited from at that time?
No, I didn't use it to the point of the benefit. I had to quit because I couldn't bear the taste. I couldn't tolerate the taste, but I know I needed it. I know the benefit. I didn't use it to the point of getting the benefit. That's what I'm saying. But I wanted Ms. Dara Maja. No, jokingly they were saying you're not a doctor. You say you're not a doctor. So what's your
She's a
practice?
pharmacist.
I'm a
Okay,
pharmacist.
so we're colleagues. Okay, I'm Dr. Khadija and I'm a pharmacist. But I want to hear from you because it looked like you probably did some research. If I can benefit from the patch, and then if you're able to share your information in the chat, or you want me to get it from Dr. O?
Yes,
I'll pass
Dr.
it on to you.
Yes, Dr.
Yeah,
Olu.
that will. My question will be on the pain. And then I just wanted to make a comment quickly on Tylenol. I know there's so much going on right now with Tylenol, but we do know and understand that's about the safest medication for pain in especially like pregnant women. If they take the Tylenol regular strength, which is 325, it shouldn't do no harm because we know like there are trimesters where ibuprofen, they're not able to take that. Just so to avoid it completely, not to do ibuprofen, I'd rather they take Tylenol. And for Tylenol to actually affect the liver, you have to have been taking 4 grams, which is like 8 pills every day for a long time before it becomes toxic. So I hate for people to scare themselves away, needless to say, we always do benefit versus the risk
Exactly.
analysis. Okay.
Exactly. Yes.
Thank you so much for that point.
Yes.
I was going to address that because, and for people who came in later, there was a slide that talked about things that could decrease your glutathione. And those include aging, environmental toxins, mold was mentioned, and Tylenol was mentioned in that slide. And that's what led to this conversation. And Madam VP asked, the excellent question about that Tylenol. Thank you, Dr. Dija, for elaborating on it. She had also answered before that you have to take higher doses. Tylenol is a killer if people overdose on it. We know that, we've known that. In fact, there are things that people overdose on that they're able to quickly revive them in the emergency room with Tylenol. God help us. People hardly make it. But you have to take 4 grams to get to that point of toxicity. It's not the 500 milligrams, 1,000, you take 2 tablets, which is 1,000, and you take it like every 8 hours, like 3 times a day. No, that's not the dose that will cause you problem.
Yeah.
That won't do it. You have to take a lot more. So please don't take too much Tylenol. Don't take doses up to that. They're detrimental. But Tylenol, as far as we know, unless there something else comes out in research to prove otherwise,
Yeah.
it's what we see that is safer. It doesn't raise your blood pressure like NSAIDs will. What are NSAIDs? The non-steroidal anti-inflammatory agents like ibuprofen, Advil, naproxen, stuff like that can potentially increase blood pressure. Tylenol doesn't. And so we opt for Tylenol in people who have high blood pressure and have pain. In children, we use Tylenol. Somebody had written in the chat box, Madam VP, I'm coming. I'm going to call on you in a minute. That Thelma wrote research I think, done by Johnson and Johnson Company that sells Tylenol has shown and said that it is better not to even take Tylenol if you can avoid it, because there are people who have died from just taking Tylenol, period, without overdosing. We have not seen that. And I don't think they will write that. We have not seen people dying from taking Tylenol without overdosing on it. So we have to be very careful. There is a chemical, she wrote, that they use to make medication and it is dangerous to our system, but they still continue to use it. You see, all medications, even your supplements in the stores, have what we call fillers. They're not dangerous. They used to, make the pill, the capsule, and what have you. They use it for everything. They're not dangerous. I want us not to scare ourselves into hurting ourselves. Because if you need a medication to treat a disease entity, please take it. Take your doctor's advice. And if you develop adverse effect to that medication, it will be stopped and changed. Okay? Because even food, you can develop allergy to food right now and then, and you can't eat it anymore. Or you have to go to allergists to go get, treatments for that allergy. So anybody can get adverse reaction to something they take. Don't be scared. These things are just social media, I don't know,
Scare.
what can I call it? Social media scares. Madam VP, kindly unmute, ma'am.
Thank you. And thank you for the explanation about the Tylenol and stuff. Now, this my brain has decided,
Glutathione.
I'm sorry, my brain decided not
Gluta.
to know how to, okay,
Gluta is good enough.
gluta. This gluta. So, I mean, it's inevitable that our body is going to go through a certain level of breakdown as we age. So, we're learning about some of these things so we can prevent excessive breakdown. What kind of test do you ask your doctor in order to find out what level of gluta you have so you can at least establish a baseline? Because I'm about to go on a regimen of all the things that daddy prescribed: Celgevity, Tahitian noni, and patch. But I want to do it for 3 months, at least see, so that, whatever tests that I take in the beginning, I can go back and be able to affirm it's a Nigerian product. The noni,
Salivity.
Celgevity?
No, salivity.
No,
Is it
Longevity.
Yeah,
Celgevity.
Celgevity. Thank you. Sorry.
So
And then from longevity,
Yeah,
longevity.
Celgevity.
yeah. No, it's there on Amazon, but I'm not going to buy Amazon stuff.
You have to be careful.
Yes.
Yes, you have to be careful.
Yeah. So I trust Rafiu. So if he says he has it,
Yeah.
yeah, but I'm asking, my question is, Tahiti, thank you for spelling that. I forgot those people.
Yeah. Said Mane.
So what kind of test can one ask for from the doctor to at least know what level? Thank you, Dr. AJ.
So that's a good question. Not all doctors know about glutathione.
What?
Yes, not all
It's the
doctors.
truth.
And so when you're asking, they might be like, what do you mean? They might not even know that you can even do the blood work for it. But if you have a doctor that doesn't know and will not, write the order, there are some labs, even I think LabCorp, that you can actually order yours yourself.
Okay. All right.
And you
Okay.
get your result.
Got it.
Well, I think if you tell your doctor that you want the level, most doctors will order it.
Okay.
Yeah,
but
they will look it up and know what it is and order it.
yeah. Now, in your DP, you put there reclaim your energy, clarity, and radiance. Radiance. I can see the radiance on you, but does this gluta also help with the vision? What are you referring to as clarity? Your mental
clarity.
fog?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Got it.
And the thing is, when you see reclaim your energy, clarity, and radiance, I do more than glutathione in my work. So glutathione is just part of what what I talk about and I do. Yes.
Understood. Thank you.
Madam VP asked questions that you would answer. I'm just
That's
going to
good.
make it easy for myself. I'm going to link you up.
Okay. That would be great.
They just put in a word of advice.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Tylenol, paracetamol, Panadol, they are one acetaminophen, acetaminophen, yes. They are one and the
Yes,
same.
sir.
It's
Yes.
the same. It's just the same. It's a difference in nomenclature, in the name.
Yes.
America prefers to call it Tylenol. Other people, British call it Panadol, but the generic name is acetaminophen.
Acetaminophen. Yes.
So if you are buying Panadol, cheaper price, Tylenol, higher price because of the name promoted, Panadol because of the name promoted. So you are using the same thing.
Okay.
And everybody knows that excess of Panadol or paracetamol or acetaminophen affects the liver. So if you say it's Tylenol, you are talking of paracetamol, you are talking of acetaminophen, you are saying the same thing. So it's not just Tylenol, anything in excess. If you eat too much, you get discomfort. That is a side effect. If you drink too much, you get the side effect.
Yeah.
So that is just my little contribution that is one and the same. Is the name they promote that they sell.
Thank you so
Daddy,
much, sir.
does this gluta help your voice? Because listen to Daddy's voice. My God. I want to eat everything you eat.
Honestly, I use quite a lot of Segevity.
Okay. We're
Yes, I
on.
did, and I drank so much noni also.
Okay.
When it comes
Thank
to
you.
health
Wow.
matters,
Wow.
when it comes to health matters, I don't spare money.
Thank you
Yeah.
for saying that, sir.
And I'm always the distributor for them in Nigeria.
Ah,
Mm.
good.
Papa,
You
So
know,
thank you so much, sir.
what
there's
I
a point that you brought up, sir, and I appreciate you bringing that up, that regarding Tylenol, Panadol, paracetamol, because you hear, like you said, people don't know that it's the same thing, and they go there, I want this, I want that, I want that, and they take them all thinking they're taking something different. So I appreciate you
And
mentioning that.
that can then lead to overdose since it's the
Yes.
same medication. But actually, it's because of where you buy it. Tylenol is the brand name for acetaminophen here in the US.
Yeah.
In Nigeria is paracetamol,
Yeah.
and in the UK is Panadol.
Panadol.
So the generic name is acetaminophen. So it depends on where you are. Many times patients come here, they tell us what they take in another country. We have to go to Dr. Google to go see what is
Yeah.
the what is the generic name? Because the generic name is what ties us together. And what
Yeah.
people don't understand is when we in medical school, I went to medical school in the US, we learned all medication by their generic name
Generic.
only. So when you finish medical school, then you get to practicing, and now you're seeing the brand names, and it takes a while to now, that okay, that's that medication. So, Papa, thank you so much. You just give us, medical information like that, boom, boom, boom. And Papa is not a doctor.
Well,
92, well, 91 going on 92, and just
I'm not a doctor, but I'm a pharmacist.
yeah, you're a pharmacist, sir. Yeah, that is true, Papa. You should know.
Wow.
That is
Wow.
true.
So this is Association of Pharmacists.
Yes,
Where
so
are
it's the
where are you
it's the
located,
pharmacist
sir?
club
I
today.
see. Pharmacist
Sir,
on the
where
clock.
are you located, sir? In
Uh,
Nigeria?
I'm no more practice. I'm no more in practice. I used
Papa
to
is
do
in the US as we
you.
speak.
Okay.
He's been in
I
the
was
US for a bit.
the
Ah, okay.
wholesaler.
Okay.
Well, for those of you that got all of this information, longevity, typity, nani, I'm going to be collecting commission because I I asked Papa for that. Don't worry. Dr. IJ will not let me collect commission. He's going to be on my case. Okay, no problem. You guys,
If you
that
collect it, just give me 10%. My 10%.
Papa is a businessman. Oh.
that's right. That's right. Papa is sharp as a whistle. So you know what? You go do the work. Bring the 10% back to me. Well, thank you, sir. Thank you,
Thank you.
Mrs.
Thank you.
Bunmi, Dr. Bunmi. We crown you doctor. Look, pharmacists are doctors too.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you for having me. Thank you, Dr. O. Really
Well,
appreciate you always.
not so quick. Not so
Yes.
quick. Uh, Before we round up, you will give us your parting words, please, what you want us to take home. But before then, I want to remind everybody that Thanksgiving is coming. And before Thanksgiving, the Saturday before Thanksgiving, the Lord charged me to bring people together to testify to his name and to praise him. So we do that Saturday before Thanksgiving, which is Saturday the 22nd, which is the same day that Director Collins, I don't want to mess up his last name, is doing the documentary on our politicians, Nigerian American politicians. He'll be here next week to talk about that. But please put 22nd on your calendar for us to come together to praise God and to testify to his holy name. Dr. Daramaja, you have to come testify as to how God cured you of hepatitis B after over
My back
3 decades.
Yes.
date.
Yes. It's
iPhone.
I will.
So just wanted to put that out there. Mark your calendars, and I yield the floor back to you, please, to give us your closing statement.
So in closing, really, what I would say is if you have any health issues or you have none, just like Baba said, health is better to prevent than now start to struggle and finding an overnight success. If you start developing your body, you start preventing all these upcoming problems, you'll be very surprised what happens. I mean, there are some things that are inevitable. However, if you're already boosting your cells, your energy cell and things like that, when you have that problem, it's quicker for you to get better than anything else. Like another example I'll give you that actually you can take with you today is I never thought I would be able to see again. And after, I started working on this product and I started seeing, I used to wear glasses since the 80s. I no longer wear glasses. And that is a testimony.
Wow.
So to say that, I have to continue to make sure I keep myself on point and keep myself as young as I can for as long as God wants me to. So thank you, everyone. Appreciate you,
Thank you
Dr.
so
Oh,
much. We need to talk more. I didn't know that. I still wear my glasses. I need to, and it's on the glutathione. Okay, we're
It's
going to talk more.
well,
Combination of things.
combination of things, yes.
Okay,
Combination of things.
we're going to talk more. I thought I got some things last night. Okay, we're going to talk more because I think many people can benefit from that. I also, Dr. Ajay said, Madam VP, you are great at helping us with the excellent quality questions. You've won the Medical Mondays with Dr. O award for today, which is a beautiful handshake from everyone. We appreciate you. Oh my gosh.
Thank you, brother. That's my brother.
I give my handshake, yo. And it says the speaker is also an amazing one. Thanks for your presentation.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Dr. Ajay, for articulating what we all feel. God bless you all. Till we meet next week, please stay safe and stay strong. And Dr. Alu said, thanks a lot, Bunmi, for
Thank you.
all you shared.
Thank you.
Dr. Alu. Appreciate you. So
Um,
till